So recently I had the chance to go hands-on with the latest foldable phones from Samsung, the Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7 and the new Z Flip 7 FE. I spent quite some time with all the devices, but in this video specifically, I want to talk about the Z Flip 7 FE. It starts at 90,000 rupees in the Indian market or $900 in the US. So if you're thinking about buying this phone, please do watch this video till the end. I'll be giving you guys an unboxing in the black color, sharing some camera samples and just my overall experience with the phone. So everything you need to know about the Z Flip 7 FE is in this video. Starting off with the unboxing, packaging is very similar to the other foldable phones. So you have the Z Flip 7 FE branding on top and a silhouette of the phone itself. Lift that lid up and you're greeted with a small compartment that has your quick start guide and a USB Type-C to Type-C cable for charging and data syncing. There's also a SIM ejector tool. Last but not the least is the phone itself. Take the peel off, remove the sticker, and it reveals this glossy black finish. There's also a white color available in the Z Flip 7 FE. This black color is a fingerprint magnet. Of course, it's a glossy phone. It looks nice. It looks very premium. And if you like glossy phones, I think this could be the option for you. But you gotta keep it clean because it gets covered in fingerprints the moment you start using it. Now, with the unboxing experience out of the way, let's talk about the phone itself. So the phone is made out of glass and metal. You've got the Armor aluminum that Samsung, always uses in their foldable phones. Towards the front and back, you've got Gorilla Glass Victus 2. The inner screen is going to be plastic. Talking about the cover screen, it's a 3.4-inch flex window with a resolution of 720 x 748, and it's going to get you 1600 nits of peak brightness. This screen basically has all your widgets. You can decide what you want to see on that screen. You can use it for the camera as well. So you can use the main 50 megapixel sensor as a selfie camera to take really high quality selfies. And since there is Galaxy AI and Gemini voice, you can also talk to Gemini right from this flex window, ask it stuff. But this is not the Flip 7's, corner to corner flex window. That is super immersive, but still this is a nice screen to look at in my opinion. It gets plenty bright for outdoor usage. And the main inner display is a 6.7-inch plastic screen. Since it folds in two halves, it's a dynamic LTPO AMOLED 2X. If you don't understand all the technical jargon, it's a really nice screen. It's a Samsung panels, deep blacks, plenty bright for outdoor usage, peak brightness of 2600 nits. It's got a full HD plus resolution and 120 Hz refresh rate. So scrolling through social media, scrolling through web pages, just using Android, watching content, YouTube, Netflix is a lot of fun. And it's got a full HD plus resolution, so it's not the sharpest panel, but still looks pretty good in my opinion. The phone also has an IP48 ingress protection rating. Now, since this is a foldable, it's hard to protect them from dust. Small flecks of dust can still get inside. But in terms of water resistance, this is as capable as other flagships on the market. In terms of thickness, unfolded, this phone is 6.9 millimeters. Folded, it's 14.9, and it weighs around 187 grams. And in terms of build quality, the phone feels sturdy. The hinge is very solid, and overall, it's very comfortable to use, very premium looking, and also really easy to carry since it folds into such a compact form factor. Now talking about cameras, same story as the Flip 6. You've got two on the back, one in the front. The front is a 10 megapixel selfie camera. On the back, you've got a 50 megapixel main camera with OIS, and the other is a 12 megapixel ultra wide. So all the zoom is happening digitally, and you are basically going into the main 50 megapixel sensor. The app is updated though, so you get all the picture profiles and everything that you get with the latest phones. And the camera performs well in my opinion. Like, you're missing the telephoto lens, but overall in good daylight conditions, you get really sharp photos, good dynamic range, saturated colors, very contrasty, just like Samsung, does in their other phones. I'm gonna put up some camera samples on screen right now. You can record 4K 60 FPS video on all the cameras, and you can also do slow motion. It does not support log like the Ultra, but I don't think anyone's recording log video on their flip phone. And overall, I enjoyed using this camera. Like, even when you zoom into the main 50 megapixel sensor, it retains a lot of detail. Skin tones and colors aren't the best. Like, it's not gonna be close to natural. Samsung does do a lot of post-processing. But if you do like how Samsung photos and videos look, you're definitely gonna like this phone. And yeah, that's the whole story of the Z Flip 7 FE. And if I were to describe the Z Flip 7 FE in a sentence or two, it's last year's Z Flip 6 recycled with a new name and updated internals. The only major difference between the Z Flip 7 FE and last year's Z Flip 6 is the amount of RAM and the new chip. So last year you get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. This year with the FE you get Exynos 2400. Last year you could get 12 gigabytes of RAM. This year you get 8. Last year you got 256 or 512 gigabytes of storage. This time around it's 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage. It's a slightly newer version of the phone with newer internals, but less RAM and less storage at a cheaper price. Now, the difference between the 2400 and the 8 Gen 3, in my opinion, like in daily life, Flip 6 versus Flip 7 FE isn't that big. If you're just doing, basic stuff, playing games, using the camera, social media, email browsing, just normal phone stuff, I don't think you're gonna notice a lot of difference. So basically, Samsung took all the Flip 6 phones from last year which were not sold and gave it the Flip 7 FE badge. Now, jokes aside, it's still a very interesting phone because it's cheaper, right, compared to the Flip 7. So a lot of people want to buy this because it can give you an entry into the foldable phones from Samsung at a slightly lesser cost. But here's my opinion. If you're considering to buy the Flip 7 FE, you might as well buy the Flip 6 because everything about these two phones is the same. The Flip 6 is going to cost you 70 to 75,000 rupees in India or $700 in the global market. So you save $200 and you basically get the same phone with more RAM and more storage. Also, a huge thanks to the Samsung Experience Store in Ramurthy Nagar, Bangalore. They helped me get the phone for this video. A huge thanks to them for making this video possible. They have all the latest Samsung devices, the foldables, the Edge, the Ultras. They have the best offers. They have the accessories. If you're planning to buy anything Samsung related offline in Bangalore, do visit them. All their details, contact, location, address, everything is in the description down below. Again, thanks to them for making this video possible. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on the future uploads, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.